Hey everybody, I'm Cahlen, and today I'm going to be talking about how to plan for long-term survival type situations if you're someone who has to wear glasses or contacts. And basically this is something that I realized was a problem a long time ago, many years ago. I'd say almost maybe even 10 years ago. It's just like, oh, what a horrible handicap. If society ever gets to the point where, I can't there's nowhere I can go to go and get tested and have glasses made for me, then I am pretty much screwed at that point because, I really can't see very well at all without my glasses. And so I started looking into later, I just kind of assumed that there was nothing I could do about it. It was just a permanent handicap because I believed what the optometrists tell us, which is that your eyes go bad and it's just the way it is, and there's no way to go backwards either. So that's actually not true. This information is based on scientific research, and Jake Steiner at Myopia, I think .org or something like that, is kind of the guy who did all the research and brought it all together and explained it to people. But basically, the idea behind why you get myopia, which is nearsightedness, where you can only see close up and not far away, is because of people who spend a lot of time reading or looking at things like screens really close up, because when you do that, it makes looking close up actually is a tensing thing that happens in the eye. Looking far away is a relaxing thing. And so if you're sitting here for long periods of time, you're actually causing the muscle to strain, and eventually that muscle will go into a spasm, which is kind of persistent over several days or weeks. And this spasm, I think it's called a ciliary spasm, causes your vision to get a little bit blurry, up to maybe like, a diopter, which is the numbers like 1.0 of your glass prescription. Then, at that point, people generally go to the eye doctor and get a prescription for glasses, a very low prescription. But the thing is, then they start doing the same thing with these glasses on. And so they're basically causing the same thing to happen again, except now the eye is actually continuing to get even more and more and more and more tense. And you just over time, you'll have to continually get stronger prescriptions. Now, there are ways to walk that back, and that basically has to do with kind of the strategy of spending more time outside, not looking at screens or books. So you're looking into the distance and letting your eye relax into that. But it's also important that you're doing that in a way where when you're looking into the distance, you can focus what you're looking at. So if your eyes are incapable of focusing at all what you're looking at, then it's not going to learn to walk back what you did. And so what you need to get is have glasses which are at prescription, so that when you're looking at something which you're commonly looking at, your eyes are able to bring it into focus, but it's not super easy for them to do. Like you might have to blink or something like that. And that way you're actually working your eye back in the opposite direction. And Jake Steiner actually, I think he was like -5 or -4 diopter or whatever, something pretty bad. And he's 20/20 vision now, and lots of people that he's worked with have had similar success. I've also walked back, I would say probably a diopter. My vision was pretty bad, and it's still pretty bad, but I had gone back. And so what I did, Zenni Optical, right now anyways, you can get prescription glasses online without a prescription. So I just ordered, I got glasses one step down from where I am, and then I got every single step going all the way back. And so I had this huge set of glasses, which is, for a survival situation, it's a lot to have, and especially if I'm trying to get everything in my backpack. So what I did is I took the lenses out of all of those glasses, and I put them in this little zippy thing. Hopefully they don't fall out. You can see I got all these lenses here, and I kept 2 frames. I got 1 frame on my face, I got 2 frames in this box. So you can see they don't have lenses in them, but basically, I don't need to be able to replace the frames all the time, as long as I'm being careful, and having 2 backups is probably good. And I can just, all of these lenses fit into this exact same model of frame. So all of these lenses will fit into it. So at that point, I just need a little tiny screwdriver for the glasses. Another thing to think about, another reason you might want to get a whole set of glasses like this is because in a long-term survival type situation where people aren't able to go and get glasses at a store, well, if you have glasses, that's going to be hugely beneficial to your local community, the people that you care about, and also it will be a really good barter item. So if you wear contacts, you can, what I would do, if I used to wear contacts but don't anymore, I would buy a large set of the prescriptions that you want, so you may even taper them down over time, of like daily use type contacts. Now you can wear those fairly safely. It's not the most safe thing, but fairly safely for long periods of time. I've worn daily 1-day contacts for a couple of months before they broke, right? And so basically you'll just need to be able to clean them, so you'll need some kind of saline type solution which is going to disinfect the contacts. But in the end, really, I don't think it's the best way to go. It's going to be very expensive. You're going to have a lot of contacts. And again, you're going to have to deal with all the problems that come with contacts, like things getting in your eye, underneath your contact, and scraping your eye, and all those type of problems. And it's just something I'd rather not worry about in a, a survival type situation. So anyways, that's my rundown of prescription glasses or eyesight correction or whatever for like apocalyptic, long-term, grid down type situations. So hope it was useful to you, and I'll see you next time. If you enjoyed this video, I hope you'll share it with someone that you care about. It helps them, it helps me, and it'll help you feel like a healthy type of person. If you're feeling extra generous, you can head on over to cahlen.org/gift, and there you can basically learn of ways to help me feed myself, shelter myself, and to upgrade and repair my gear. All donations give you the option of having a 1-hour life coaching call with me. So thanks again for watching.